I'm Shanelle and welcome back to my couch. So we're gonna head right back into Real Housewives of Potomac episode 16 for season 5. So we go right back into the lunch scene where Karen is telling Giselle that Jamal lives in her phone and not with her. Woo! Karen is my fave. And Giselle feels like Karen needs to mind her own business because up until this season, Homegirl wasn't sharing anything about her personal life. But yeah, that may be true, but also Karen wasn't attacking people left, right, and center. So you get what you deserve, girl. And Karen then switches from the Jamal issue to Robin and how she's ready for them to get engaged and like what's going on. And then she says, when I saw Giselle at the jewelry shop, I knew Juan had to be buying the ring. And I'm like, first of all, why would you say that? If that's true, why would you spoil it for her? Shut up, Karen. And second of all, why is Giselle so extra? Why are you videoing yourself outside the jewelers? Like, girl. Like, were you trying to insinuate that it was Jamal? Yeah. I don't see that happening. So then they asked what they're gonna do next, and what's her name? Ashley says that they're gonna do this thing called tobogganing. And it's like a sled down the street where guys push you down the street in this sled, and none of them want to do it. They're just so, that's one thing I would say about these shows, these black shows. I don't want to wrap all black women up one way, but I really hate when they don't want to ever try anything fun and exciting. They just want to just sit down and be dry. So I'm glad that Ashley pushed them to do this because none of them were feeling it, but they did it anyway, and they seemed like they had a good time heading down there. And Karen was a great sport, you know, and she's the oldest, you know, I almost called her elderly. That was not right. Women of a certain age tend to not want to do adventurous things like that. And even that sounds like a generalization. Let's move on. So then they're shopping, and Candace is talking to Ashley about now wanting to have a little girl. And Ashley's looking at her sideways like, last year you were talking all types of nasty stuff about me wanting to have a kid. And now you want to share with me? Like, yeah, not feeling it. So Giselle pulls Karen aside and asks her to stop bringing up the engagement. She's brought it up twice already. And she says that if something were to happen, we don't want to spoil it for Robin. And she's like, oh, thank you for making it clear to me that something's going to happen. Okay, great. But she's worried that Karen's going to spill the tea. Hopefully it'll be fine if Karen don't drink too much, which it doesn't seem like she's going to. So they are getting ready for dinner. All the girls up in their rooms, getting the dresses on and stuff. It's really cute. Wendy calls her husband and asks him what he thinks she should wear because the dress wasn't fitting her right. I was like, that's so cute. Not even you're at home and called from another room. You called him from another country and asked him if you were looking good. Oh my God. Like, that's being able to rely on your partner. That's the kind of husband I'm gonna need in my life. So Giselle is at the bar with Ashley, and she tells Ashley that she managed to get Wendy's key and that they're gonna prank her. Like, I guess it's a rite of passage in the group. And then she tells her about the fact that Juan told her all the things he wants to do with Robin and how he's feeling and that he wants to propose. So they're super excited. She's glad that she has someone that she can talk to about it now because she can't talk to her ace Boone. And now she got a little ally. So Karen comes downstairs and orders a tea, and Giselle asks her if she's going to drink at all on this trip. And I'm like, what is it your business if she drinks or not? You just want to be in her business. That's all it is. And Karen says when she feels like it. Like, I love Karen because she's not pressed by anything Giselle does. She just takes everything. Karen is my idol, okay? I love the way Karen moves. I love the way she handles them chicks. Like, it's just, I do what I want. I love Karen. So they go to dinner and they're talking about their kids and how they deal with all that. And someone asked Wendy, how much does she sleep with the 3 children? Plus, she got all them jobs and stuff. She says her sweet spot is between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. No. There's no way. I know I don't have kids. I don't know if that's going to change, but I really can't see myself sleeping for 2 hours every night. No, I love sleep too much. Everyone in my family loves sleep too much. So Candace says that she's had a change of heart and now she really wants to have kids, and she was tearing up. So maybe when she got hit in the head, the bop made her feel, I don't know, it adjusted something in her brain and, you know, made her have, that's fucked up. But yeah, she did say that having the fight with Monique made her, you know, start thinking about things a different way. And she said it almost broke her. And now she knows she's strong enough to be a mother. So good for her. Ashley then brings up the fact that now she's constantly talking about kids and whatnot, and not too long ago she said that her husband was fake crying because of they lost their last baby, and she just constantly made fun of them and was incessant with her attack on the way Ashley was trying to have a baby. Yeah, and Candace just kept saying that she doesn't want to go backward. Karen, they're interrupted for wine, and Karen says that she understands where Ashley's coming from about soldiering up for your man, and that she had to soldier up for her man when the whole tax situation happened, but she didn't feel like she was appreciated by Ray until they had that session. And once she heard that, she really felt open to being able to get past it and move past that. And Robin asks, what does Ray need from you? And she says more time, and he needs her to be the aggressor again in the bedroom. So Ashley goes back to Candace and all the things that she did previously, and how incessant she was at coming at her from different ways. And then Giselle says, do you remember how you used to be before you had a child? And she was like, what do you mean? And she was like, well, you were like this. And Candace is like, what do you mean? I'm like, you guys can't be that delusional about your behavior, can you? Like, people drag you about it all day on the internet, so you had to have known. And Robin said to her, just remember how you attacked my family. That, how you feel right now, is exactly how I felt. And you see when that thing comes around and smacks you in the face, she ain't like it. But on top of that, she feels like she's different because Candace attacked her online as well, and that she would never do that. But then Robin said that she'd do that to anybody. That's just a character flaw. They were shading Candace up and down. She was not feeling it. But it's true. Like, Candace, like, you should see, like, I just don't understand. It's like, you have this behavior and you just feel like nobody should pull you up on it or feel a way about it. So Ashley said that she's conflicted because she really wants to be there for Candace, but she doesn't know if she should because of all the things that she's done prior. Then Giselle says, what Ashley is looking for you, like the way she made amends previously with everybody and all the work she put into those relationships, she doesn't see that same thing from you. And that was really a nice and simple way to say what it was that she was feeling, and it made it really a lot clearer for me because she was just going on and on and on. So Candace does her best to apologize sincerely, and Ashley said that she's seen growth in her since the fight. I'm telling you, brain chemistry, man. Like, she done switched a couple of neurons or something, neural pathways. Not neurons, neural pathways. But she wants to move forward with homegirl slowly, just take her time, but that's not gonna last long. So they go back to the hotel. Ashley and the bandits go up to Wendy's room to plan all their tricks while Wendy, Candace, and Karen are at the bar. And they finally go upstairs. She goes into her room. They hide in the back. They jump out. I can't. And Wendy's like, what is this? Okay, great. Thanks. Bye. So they leave, and then they're watching her on camera jump for all the spiders and snakes and stuff in her bed. It was a corny little thing, but it was cute just to see her jump and react. So day 3. Robin meets Giselle at the pool. She's gotten her pictures from her hat shoot, and everyone looks cute but Karen. She's not vibing with the looks for Karen, and she thinks that it should be more youthful, and Karen just ain't giving her the youth that she's looking for. But she's really uncomfortable with not including her on the site, but she's probably not going to include her. But, you know, it's her business, and hopefully Karen will understand that because she's a businesswoman herself. So then they talk about Ray saying that he wasn't in love with Karen, and they wonder if Karen is in love with Ray. And then Giselle's like, well, we know they're not having sex. And Robin's like, well, what does sex look like at that age? And she says she don't want to know. But I'm like, Giselle, you're a footstep behind Karen's age, right? Correct? So you're going to know. And apparently, Karen had said years prior to the tax situation, maybe not years prior to the tax situation, but before the tax situation, that she hates Ray's dick. Now, that's a strong statement to make about your husband's dick. And I'm like, what is it that you hate about it? You've been with it for a long time. Like, is it not working the same? Is it the shape? Is it what he does with it? I'm concerned. I'm concerned, Karen, if you don't like your husband's dick. I mean, but that's the dick she's chosen, so. So Karen tells Candace upstairs, I think they're having lunch or something, that she was proud of the way Candace had handled the conversation the night before, and that she didn't let anything trigger her, and not to worry about where Ashley is. She has to process whatever she needs to process, but she was really proud of her, the way she handled that, for sure. It showed some growth, definitely. So, gotta give Candace props for a little growth. So Ashley meets the bandits by the pool. She tells them that why she brought up the whole conversation last night about Candace, and that she was triggered by the whole kid conversation. And she also tells them that she wrote this statement for Monique about Candace, because at first they were confused and they were like, you weren't even there. And it's like, no, it's a character statement with our previous, let's call them interactions. And Robin says, oh, so she wants you to assassinate her character. And Giselle feels like, oh, so you just don't want a relationship with her at all, because that's the way it's going to be. Candace is never going to forgive you for this. And she's like, well, if that's how she takes it, then that's on her. But I need to support Monique. And last year with the whole Assgate, people had said her cousin and her husband had seen what happened, and they wrote statements saying that they didn't. And then Giselle was like, oh, I see now, in the confessionals, because it was rumored apparently that Monique deleted the videos with Michael touching the guy's ass. Like, she got rid of the evidence. And I believe that Monique would do that. I do. The way she pretended that she didn't know about Michael and Ashley's relationship, the shock and the awe, yeah, I believe it. The way she sat there at the reunion last year, like, we never saw anything. We don't have cameras down there. Yeah, she a good little actress. I believe it. So, so she says that she's not trying to hurt Candace. She's just trying to be there for Monique as a friend. But we all know this is not going to go down well. And, you know, at the end of the day, she can do what she want to do. With Candace, this whole thing is a tit for tat for everybody. And at some point, it has to end somewhere. But if Ashley feels like doing this. She's well within her right, just like everyone was well within their rights to file their charges and whatnot. So let's see what happens next week, guys. I feel like this episode was still a little, it didn't give too much, just like last week didn't give too much. I feel like this trip is a little bit boring. It's been funny though. So yeah, let's see how things turn up next week. And I will check in with you then. But the next thing I will be reviewing will be, I think, Braxton Family Values. So I'll see you guys Thursday. All right? Good night.